While I was ticking away, a lot of things have happened. A lot. But I want to focus on these two. The Tate brothers were arrested recently, and I can't help but notice a growth of polarization between those who love him and those who absolutely hate his guts. One side of the spectrum is begging for Tate to be locked up and have the key thrown away, while the other side is literally chanting, I don't exactly know when this began, but this whole battle between sexes has grown so much to the point that I believe that we truly hate one another. Whenever we see famous figures of opposite sexes fighting against one another, it's almost as if we have to rally behind our sex in order to see who wins in this never-ending and needless war in society. I mean, look in recent history. We've seen this with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez, Kanye versus Kim. It's like, if you pick a side, doesn't matter what it is, you're an idiot, you're in the wrong, and my personal favorite term, a bot. This happens to be the case in this scenario, and now that Andrew Tate is arrested, this is considered a big loss in the societal civil war. However, now that Andrew Tate's in prison, there's one question that remains. Is this the end of Andrew Tate? To be honest, yes and no. Stay to the end and you'll see exactly what I mean with this answer to this question. Throughout the second half of the previous year, it's obvious that Andrew Tate completely took over the internet and men took up his philosophy almost instantly. His internet presence and opinions seemed to resonate with so many people, and Tate became an icon overnight. Even his phrases such as "Chop G" or "What color is your Bugatti?" and "sparkling water" has entered itself within our modern language due to this man, and seeing how much he's impacted society is interesting to say the least. However, it's not necessarily being at the top, it's about how you got there. You see, Andrew Tate has been presented to be this millionaire philanthropist who's determined to help millions of men free themselves from becoming bots of the Matrix. But how did he get to where he is now? I won't do too much of a deep dive, but essentially Andrew Tate used to be a kickboxer, a 4-time kickboxing champion to be exact. However, this wasn't bringing in the money that he needed. His words, not mine.
So when I was 24, 25, I sold drugs. Long time ago now. I can be honest and open about my past. I was a fighter, but fighting wasn't paying the bills, sold drugs, whatever.
Quickly realizing that kickboxing wasn't going to cut it for the top G, he went into the camp business that made him his millions, but also made him the controversial character he is today. The means of which he got to those millions has left a huge question mark around who exactly Andrew Tate really was. In Tate's early crusade on the internet, he used to hold classes giving insight and advice on just exactly how he was able to make the money he made. But with this, I think he was too honest about what he did. Like, really honest. In his course, he does admit to committing several crimes such as fraud and tax evasion, and I'm not kidding either. Take a listen.
You're not going to pay anybody tax because you're getting paid in Bitcoin. So you don't need to pay tax to anybody. Tell your girl that you're paying the tax. Because girls are lazy. So I used to pay my girls 30%. So for every $10,000 they made, I'd give them 3, and I'd keep 7. They thought they were on 50%. And I said that the disparity is because of taxes. So you're on 50%, we get to pay the tax first, and then it's 50-50.
Now, a characteristic that Tate tries to display the most is integrity, trying to display that his core values and his moral compass is holding good character no matter the situation, remaining stoic and true no matter the circumstance. But I have to ask, if Andrew Tate committed a crime and was being dishonest and underpaying those who worked under him, would you still look up to him or even take advice from the same man? Or actually, hold on, let me reframe the question. Is a message invalid just because it was delivered from the wrong person? Let me give you a quick example. A few years ago, Kim Kardashian was under fire due to her giving an opinion about how to be successful.
The best advice for women in business: get your fucking ass up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days.
That's so true.
You have to surround yourself with people that want to work.
Now, is she incorrect about what she said? I'm inclined to say no. However, she doesn't have the accolades to give advice and criticism to the masses when her rise to fame is questionable, hence why she received all that backlash. But was she inaccurate about what she said? Not at all. I think in order to be successful, you must put in the work to get to wherever you want to go. I think this question is valid to ask in the curious case of Andrew Tate. I say this because Andrew Tate does preach and have excellent points that men can indeed benefit and grow from, even though some of his actions from the past are completely shady and exploitative. His messages that he's been recently preaching to the masses on how to be a masculine man aren't inaccurate. It's important to go to the gym. It's important to grind for that dream that you want. It's important to gain some sort of financial freedom. I mean, for the love of God, eggs are $10. $10! And don't even get me started on gas prices. But as I said, he does have many takes that a lot of people agree with.
Be a good person, tell the truth, be honorable, protect the people that you care about, be polite to everybody, make as much money as you can, go to the gym, get in good shape, find other guys who are on the same mission as you. That's what you need to do. And by doing that in and of itself, you're automatically going to be a beacon of resistance.
I can't lie, that's a base take about life. Look, you can absolutely despise everything and more about him, but you can't deny the way he articulates himself is somewhat appealing. He has a way with words that resonate with men, and there has to be a reason behind it. I don't know that exact reason, but clearly there is one. It's clear that Tate has something that the people want, and it seems he got it. Honestly, as long as he has the ability to inspire and motivate men to do better, his followers are willing to overlook his sins. His philosophy has reached the people, and his ideas are here to stay. Hence why I said in the beginning of the video, this is and isn't the end of Andrew Tate. Yes, in terms of Andrew Tate being arrested and locked up for a long time, it could very possibly be the scenario that we're looking at here. However, Andrew's ideas and perspectives won't die. If anything, I would argue that Tate's philosophy would grow significantly should he be officially sentenced. You can't just lock him away and expect everything to go back to normal. There's no chance. Even though all of his takes aren't the best, some of them are really good, including the ones that were able to garner him such a huge audience. Everyone has something of value to bring to the table. Especially hip. That's a joke, don't cancel me. There's one more thing that really bothers me about this whole Tate situation surrounding his arrest. It's no secret that certain people aren't fans of Andrew Tate, in particular women, and that's fine. I believe that not everyone is going to like you. However, the problem with some of these people is that they want Andrew Tate arrested not because of what he's being accused of, but because of his viewpoints and perspectives. The reason I say this is because if you listen to some of the people that give their reasoning on why they don't like Andrew Tate, they legitimately couldn't give you a proper reason on why. Some people hate him because the internet tells them to, but that's not why you should dislike someone. You should form your own conclusions and stop letting the media swindle your opinions on things and letting them think for you. It's strange and scary to think that because one disagrees with you, the response is immediately cancel, silence, or throw in jail. Listen, you can honestly hate Andrew Tate's guts for all I care, but don't throw him away just because you disagree with him. Instead, challenge those ideas with thorough thought and prove his claims to be fallacious. Again, I'm not defending Andrew Tate, but I am pointing out a dangerous precedent that people are trying to build. But that's all I really have to say about this whole debacle. Is it over for Andrew Tate? It's shaping up to be that way. Is his philosophies and ideas going to fade, however? Not anytime soon. Personally, I'm just going to wait for all the evidence to come out before I make my final decision because I am a firm believer of innocence before guilty. But that's all I gotta say. That's all I got for you today, Kings. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Also, share this with someone. And comment down below. I actually want to know, do you think Andrew Tate is innocent or is he guilty? And if you're new around here, make sure to subscribe and join the Kings on this side of the internet because we're kings over here. And that's all I really got for you today. Thank you so much for everything as always. Until we meet again, have a wonderful day, keep it 100, and I'm out. Peace.
Shit getting cold, I can't fuck with a fam. Shooting this shit like it's NBA Jam. He talking shit, but he know I'm the man. No, I'm